Hello guys, welcome to Development Learners. Till now we have initialized this Mapbox map on our Angular web application and also added this Mapbox draw controls here. In today's video we are going to learn how to add the functionalities of these pre-built buttons on our custom buttons. For now, if we click on this particular box, we can draw polygon. By clicking on this particular point, we can draw point, and if you want to delete any geometry, we need to click on this geometry and then delete from here. But the same functionality we want to add on our custom buttons, so we will be learning this thing today. Okay, for that we need to add some custom buttons here on our map or anywhere else. We need some custom buttons, so inside our map container I'm going to add some buttons, and I will need one button for polygon, one for point, one for line string, and one for delete geometry or delete all. We also have delete all geometry, where we can directly delete all the geometries which we have drawn here, which we do not get is inside our predefined draw controls. Okay, so we have added these buttons here, but we cannot see these buttons here because you can see this button is hide inside this map. For that we need to add some css here. We will write one css in map and give the position relative, and then for one button I'm adding class button here for our all the buttons. Z index 2, and then I need some little bit padding, 10 pixel, and I will need some width, suppose 30 pixel, and we want to add one class also. We want to add one new css absolute. This is position absolute, so it will run according to relative. Okay, it will take the reference from relative, so this button will be displayed inside the map and we can change the position. For polygon button I am adding one polygon class. For point I am adding one point class. For line I am adding one line class, and for delete all I am adding delete all class. So from here I can directly write the position where I want to display this particular button on map. So from top I need this button 20 pixel, and from left I need this button 20 pixel same. Point I will need to add this point on 70 pixel, and from left it could be 20 pixel same. Here I need this button as 120 pixel from top, and from left I need this button for 20 pixel, and here from top I will add some css for 120 pixel from top, and from left I will add 20 pixel. Okay, now I will save this thing, and you cannot see this thing here because we have not added the classes yet. For that we need to add these classes on our buttons. So this polygon we will need class polygon. Here we need to add the class point. Here we will be adding the class line. Here we will add the class delete all, and we are not getting the classes here because we need to add one more class, this button class. This is the common class. This button class will work according to position absolute, and by adding this class we can get our expected outcome. Yeah, So we got our outcome here. Okay, so I will not focus on our CSS thing for now. You can directly remove this width. So okay, it works perfectly. I'm not focusing on CSS for now. For now we are focusing on development and the functionalities. But whenever I refresh this web application, you can see by default is selecting this draw polygon mode, but we do not want this thing. For that we can directly comment this code. Inside the draw we have this default mode. We need to only comment this code. By doing this thing, see, we cannot draw any polygon without click on this button. So by default it's not giving me the polygon mode. Okay, so I want to add functionalities over here in these buttons. By clicking on this polygon, I should be adding one polygon here, and I want to change the draw modes. Okay, for that I need to add one, or you can say 4 methods. Draw polygon, one for draw point, third one for draw line, fourth one for delete all geometries. Here I will use this draw dot change mode. This is a predefined method, and for polygon it could be draw polygon. I will copy this particular method and paste it here, and for point it could be draw point. Here for line string we need to add draw line string, and for delete all we only need to write draw dot delete all. Okay, so we have added buttons here, created functions, methods here. We only need to call these methods on click on this particular button. Okay, class and click and draw polygon. I will need one more method here, draw point. I will add all the methods here for respective button. Draw line string, or we have this draw line. Okay, good. And now we need to remove the geometry, so delete all, delete all, spelling mistake. I think we are good to go. Now we will check this functionality whether it's working or not. So you can see I'm on simple select mode. Okay, if I want to change this draw mode to polygon, simply click on this polygon and you can see I'm able to draw polygon here. If I want to add point, I can directly click on point and you can see I'm able to draw point polygon. If I want to draw line, okay, line it's not working. We will check what happened. Okay, we have not called this function, that's why it was not working. Okay, so if I click on line, it will work perfectly, and it is working perfectly, you can see here. And for delete all functionality, let me create some geometries first so that you can understand and relate this thing. I need to add one more geometry, one more. Okay, now we will click on delete all. So look, each and every geometry has deleted. So that's the Mapbox draw modes. And yeah, one thing I forgot in our last video, we can also change the position of these custom buttons. For that we only need to go here, and while adding this control, whenever we add the control, we can directly change the position of this particular control. If I want to add this thing bottom left and save, so you can see from here it gone to here. If I want to show this thing in right, so I can save this thing like that and it will be visible on right. For now we have these buttons here, we have created our own button, so I want to hide these buttons, this predefined functions or predefined buttons. So for that I can directly remove this default control. Okay, and save it. So we will be seeing only this polygon and trace one. By saving, yeah, means I need to add this default control false. So we will be seeing only this polygon and delete mode, but we do not want to see this thing here, we do not want to add this thing here. So for that we only need to comment this code also. So yeah, we have completely removed this predefined buttons, and but we still have this custom buttons. We can use these custom buttons. For that you can check them all are working perfectly. I hope you like the video, and if you have any query you can directly comment below. And thank you very much for watching my video. Thank you guys.